Hey there y'all, I am here to bring you my very first reusable menstrual product review, and I'm really excited about it, more so than I thought I would be when I first decided to do this review. But I have never done this kind of review before, so I guess we'll just see how it goes. So today I am going to review for you the Meluna menstrual cup. So I ordered this cup particularly because I've been using a lunette size 2, which I love, for several months, but it is a little bit too firm for me on days when I have cramping, so I wanted something A, a little bit softer. B, I've also noticed my cervix moving up and down a lot during my cycle. Not a lot, I mean, it's not like dancing the jitterbug, but you know what I mean. So I did want something a little bit shorter and smaller for those days. And I watched several YouTube videos reviewing many kinds of cups, and something about the Meluna classic medium really just kind of caught my attention, so I did go ahead and ordered it. I ordered it off of Amazon because I had a gift certificate, so obviously I needed to use that instead of actual money so that I could go back on Etsy and buy more pads, clearly. So I did order it off of Amazon, which made my selections in terms of color and style much more limited, but I ended up being, spoiler alert, super happy with it anyway, so it's all good. So the Meluna cup comes in this little kind of silky soft purple bag with their logo. It also comes with this little tool, teeny tiny little cleaning brush to clean out those little suction holes on your cup, which I thought was kind of cute. I'm obsessed with tiny things. I don't know how particularly useful this is for me at this moment, but I'm happy to have it. So let's look at the cup itself. My choice was for the size medium and the classic firmness. And online on Amazon, what that left me with the option of was this clear color. Not my favorite. I like colorful, pretty things, and I have seen a sparkly one online that I've heard you can only get in Europe, and I think if I buy another Meluna cup, I really want to figure out how to get one of those, so if you know, let me know in the comments. Also, it ended up giving me the option of this ring stem, which I'd seen before looking at the Meluna website. They have a lot of options. They have several different sizes, small, medium, large, and I think extra large. And they have different firmness options. They have a soft, a classic, and they have a sport, which is firmer for people with stronger pelvic floor muscles. And so you can get any and all combinations of these. They have this ring stem, they have a normal kind of stem, they have a ball stem, and they have no stem. So lots of options, and I'll probably click in a picture right here so you can kind of see that. And of course, I will be linking their website in the information box. So this is what I ended up with, and I got it, and I decided I was going to use this cup exclusively during my cycle, which I just finished, and I did. In fact, I used it way more than I would normally actually even use a cup. I use it in a lot of circumstances where I would only normally wear a cloth pad, just so I could make sure I had it in every possible circumstance, and so I could tell you about it. So the Meluna medium-sized cup holds 28 milliliters of fluid, which is considerably less than my lunette size 2, but so it's kind of a small capacity cup. The rim diameter on this cup is 41 millimeters, and the height of the cup, excluding the rim, is 48 millimeters. So short, considerably shorter than my lunette. It is considered a classic softness, and I would call this pretty soft, but again, my other cups that I use are quite a lot firmer. I was looking for something softer. Context. When and where did I use the Meluna cup this cycle? Well, this cycle I literally used the Meluna cup everywhere, in every way, almost, that you could. I wore this cup on light days, moderate days, and heavy days. I wore it while I was cramping. I wore it to sleep. I wore it to swim 3 times and to do yoga twice. I even wore it sailing on a pretty fun, brisk day on the lake. So I really do feel like in 1 week I gave this cup a very tried and true test with which to review it for you. So, first impressions. The very first time I used this cup, I was a little bit concerned. Again, it is the softest cup that I've ever bought, and when I use my other cups, I use a punch down fold. To insert the cup. When the first time I used this, I could not do it this way. I could not get it to open. I felt like it was too soft. So what I initially did was try a labial fold, which I do not remember what YouTuber showed me that, but that was how I got it to work, because once it was inside, I was able to just push my finger up and pop it open like that. And I do not remember who did that video where they showed that, but thank you very much for that tip. Since then, after that first day, I literally had zero problems with inserting or removing it. It is, for me, it was super easy to remove every time, probably because it's so much softer than what I was used to. I had zero pain and zero problems removing it. And again, after the first time, I had no problems reinserting it either. And now, after a week, I pretty much just use a seven fold to insert it, and zero problems again. Opening this cup. I will say it does sometimes take a couple of seconds and a little fidgeting to get this cup to open because it is on the softer side, but you kind of get the hang of it. And I will say, I didn't think I was going to like this ring stem, but it did make it kind of super fun and easy to kind of readjust the cup once it's inside to make sure that it's opening properly. And wow, cat hair, sorry. One of the reasons I really wanted to try this cup was because I have at least one really bad cramping day each month, and my lunette cup is just a little bit firm for that. When I can, I prefer to just wear a cloth pad on those days, but it would be nice to be able to use internal protection even when I'm having cramps and hope that it doesn't make it worse. So I did wear this cup on my really bad cramping day, and I have to say, it did not, I don't think it made my cramps any worse. I probably still would have been more comfortable just not wearing a cup at all, but I was still overall very pleased with the fact that I didn't necessarily notice this cup even when I was cramping, and I was very happy about that. And I think that's due to two things. I think it's due to the softness, and also the fact that, oh, I forgot to say that at the beginning, this cup is not made of silicone, it is made of TPU, thermal polyurethane something or another. I will link on the website in the information box, which makes it kind of warm up to your body heat and adjust itself a little bit and fit really like super nicely. So I think that's why it didn't bother me at all when I was cramping. I did want to try it that way. Also, during that time, I was certainly moving around and rolling around with a heating pad in a number of really strange positions, trying to make myself more comfortable, and I had zero problems with leaks that day. Speaking of leaks, I had really minimal problems with the Meluna medium-sized classic cup. I did have a teeny tiny bit of leaking on a few occasions. Literally, if I'd been wearing dark panties, you wouldn't have even noticed at all, but I always wear liners as backup with cups anyway, so that was totally fine. Can you hear my earring beating against the microphone? You can, can't you, this whole time? Okay, we're not going back now, sorry. I did have one very bad leak incident, but that was completely user error. I was in a situation where I couldn't leave a meeting that I was in for several hours, and again, I've been very comfortable with the capacity of my lunette size 2, which is dramatically larger than this 28 milliliter cup, and so it just couldn't handle, you know, definitely I would never want to wear it that long on a heavy day again, just because of the capacity. But again, that leak was more my inability to go and empty it than anything wrong with the cup itself. Really, after the very first time inserting it, I've had zero problems with this cup. I've really liked it. I wore it swimming 3 times, I think I said at the beginning, and I had zero problems with it whatsoever. It stayed very nice. It was very comfortable. I wore it to do yoga. I couldn't even tell that it was there. I had no problems inserting it even on super light days. I didn't need any kind of lubricant or anything like that to use. I had really no problems with it. I'm actually incredibly happy with this cup. So my overall impression of the Meluna size medium classic with the ring stem. I didn't even talk about the ring stem. Didn't talk about the ring stem. I saw you saying, I like the ring stem. I didn't think I would. It looks so big and bulky. And one of the other cups I have, the Pixie cup, has a big stem, and I hate that stem. But I really liked this. It is kind of large and bulky and a little bit stretchy. But, I mean, obviously, it's super easy to get a good grip on, and I am obsessed with these grip rings. This is the best grip rings I have ever seen from here. You see them? I mean, really good grip rings. In short, I really love this cup. I would love to have it in a color. I would love to have that sparkly one. And I would probably like to look at this in a larger size so I can have that bigger capacity for my heavier days. I am super excited about this cup. I am super excited to bring you my very first product review, and I probably will have a much better list of points that I want to share with you for next time. But until then, thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you soon.